A rainy Friday on Rocky Top, but Mother Nature won't stand in our way now. We've got a top 25 border battle under the lights in Knoxville. Tonight, game 2 of 3 this weekend between the Kentucky Wildcats and the Tennessee Lady Volunteers.
Fall yesterday, I'm surprised with her still sitting in that 9-hole, but she's doing her job, being able to turn over that Kentucky lineup.
McKenna Gibson records the first out of the night as Riley Smith is retired. And Rachel Lawson.
I think she may have been safe.
Review, the ruling on the field has changed. The runner is safe.
That showed just that. Great work from our team. The replay. Three swinging. First K for Peyton Gottschall.
Across the board as soon as possible.
It's a huge challenge by Rachel Lawson, one that she won, as that is poked to left where Riley West came south for round number 2. Smith the board after the leadoff infield single. The 1-2 pitch is strike 3 call. Peyton Gottschall picks up a couple of strikeouts in the top of the first. And
absolutely not. She is someone who is going to be missed in this Tennessee lineup, and she has so much more to give.
Into center field, Vanessa Nesby. One out.
In free bases, you can't do that to a top 5 team in the country.
And right on cue, there is the first.
All day.
1 on, 1 out. As McKenna Gibson pushes the first pitch to foul. Gibson, the junior standout, coming off of the payoff pitch. Court high in the air, deep right center field. Jenna Blanton in front of the warning track. Records out number 2. Up the middle, into center field. Pooney racing for third, and the throw is not in time. West scoots up to second. Two out runners in scoring position for Tennessee.
Going into postseason, and you have the SEC tournament coming up right after this weekend.
Sophia Nugent corks it to deep center. Nesby is there, and the threat is quelled in the first. A lot of traffic, but Jaden Vickers gets out of it. She's retired. Peyton Gottschall with another backwards K.
And when you're able to...
Street. Looking for her first hit of the weekend. Well, she got hit. Not a hit, but a base runner nonetheless.
Hey, whatever you got to do.
Blanton to the left side. Mueller to second. No turn to first. 2 out of the inning. Up the middle, into center field. Job well done for Erica Thulin. 2 on with 2 out.
And so good when you're a pinch hitter. Let's
see what she can do here. 2 on, 2 out. Borzilleri to left. West in pursuit and snares it for the final out of the inning. Peyton Gottschall strands a couple base runners. We head to the home second in Knoxville, still scoreless. Inning. Panel to Reisner. 1 out.
So you called that one.
Feels like that's always a given, right? I mean, I'm sure it happened to you when you're playing. You come. Rodriguez 1 for 2 last night. Got hit by a couple pitches. Scored one of those 8 Tennessee runs. That is into left field for a base knock. A 1 out. Single for Rodriguez. Hit hard, base knock. Back-to-back singles. Ball is bobbled by Smith. Rodriguez to third, tagged out. The relay from the Wildcats. Lorsung slaps on the tag. 2 down in the inning.
And that's why you never give up on a ball.
Laura Mueller on the first pitch bounces it to Aaron Koffel, and just like that, The second inning had a taste of it during the Florida series, but then really settled in 3 weeks ago against Texas A&M into that spot because she can do that. An immediate spark offensively, an aggressive turnaround first. But that's where she'll stick. Offensive marks.
Absolutely, and she does such a great job.
Flies out to left there.
You can see the frustration too.
Great position come postseason time. As Nesby skies it to left center, Malloy ranging back, and it's Kiki Malloy who makes the catch.
And then taking it to the left side if I'm turning on everything where I'm taking it foul.
On the 10th pitch of the plate appearance, Grace Lorsum.
Foul that off and wait for something on the outside.
Oh, what a well-earned trip around the bases. Lorsum into center field. Smith goes corner to corner. The ball gets away. And Kentucky has two in scoring position. Hutchins goes after the first pitch, down the left field line. Home run! A 3-run blast from the freshman. And the Wildcats scratch first. 3-0 Kentucky.
Was working that inside corner over and over again. And here's Gottschall coming in again. And Hutchins just taking it to that left side. It barely stays fair, but it gets there. A home run's a home run. We always talk about how she doesn't really need the pitch clock because she likes to step in the circle and get going.
Nugent loves the final out of the inning. So the top of the third comes Kiki Malloy. Down a ball and 2 strikes. It well the other way, deep right. Blanton at the wall makes the catch just in front of it as Malloy is retired for the second time.
The side of the ball is we're seeing a lot of pop flies. We're seeing a lot of balls getting hit off the end of the bat, which usually means they're pulling their head. They're looking out to the field rather than down at the ball.
McKenna Gibson lines the first pitch into center field for a base knock. 2 aboard for the Lady Vols. Comes to the plate. It's Riley West, who grounds the first pitch to second. Margaret Tobias re-entered, gets the force out at second.
Further review, the ruling on the field is upheld. The runner is out.
Just kidding, she always had complete possession of the ball. So it's a force out up the middle. That's the ground ball through the left side. Allen in to score an RBI single for Sophia Nugent. Tennessee on the board.
Pitch on the inside corner. You can see Sophia Nugent kept her hands inside so close to her body to be able to muscle it up and get it through that left side. That just shows you how much power Nugent has in her swing.
Still 2 on, 2 out for Taylor Panel. Panel up the middle. Tobias can't handle it. Here comes West. It's a 1-run game.
Is they do so well once someone comes up clutch and gets that big hit. They have such contagious hitting. It's like one right after the other. Panel again. Outside pitch. Doesn't even get all of it. Tobias really struggling over at second.
To make it a 1-run game, Destiny Rodriguez pops it up into shallow right where Blanton makes the call and the catch. A lot of action. 5 runs across in total in the third. We want the ball. And they're always ready. Strikeout number 1, 73 off the right arm to retire Blanton. Ouch.
You could tell that one hurt a little bit. How Pickens to come to you.
Up the middle, Rodriguez lays out, makes the play, the turn to first, not in time. A sensational stop up the middle by Destiny Rodriguez. Try it again. The 2-2 pitch. Hit well. Koffel can't snag it. It's into left center field. Katsoyanopoulos will hang out at first with a lead-off single. Kiki Malloy, the top of the order, looming on deck. The payoff is ball 4. Brockenbrough off the bench. Works her way aboard. 2 on, nobody out for time. Laura Mueller re-enters to run at first. Katsoyanopoulos at second, nobody out for Kiki Malloy, who goes after the first pitch. Deep center field. It is gone. Who else? What else? Kiki Malloy puts Tennessee in front.
First pitch of the at-bat. That pitch is high up in the zone, and she just keeps her hands high and lets it continue. What a way to make a statement by Tennessee. And there's so much season left for this Tennessee team. I'm sure this is a team we're probably going to see in Oklahoma City.
Santapuni just walked forward. Langdon trying to settle things. Her 0-2 through the right side. That's a base knock. Second of the night for McKenna Gibson. And the offense keeps on rolling here in the home fourth.
Came up with the big home run as well. They come in bunches for Tennessee.
Big strikeout there for Langdon in the circle. The first strikeout.
SEC, and that was with her win over Auburn to claim the series win. So she's had some good outings in these past few weeks.
That is the second free pass. Strike 3 swinging. Huge strikeout for Sydney Langdon.
And that was such a great pitch by Langdon there. It was actually her rise ball.
The payoff. Ball 4. Rodriguez earns an RBI. Tennessee has a 3-run lead. Whip shot. Luckadoo gloves it. And the side finally is retired. But Tennessee sends 10 to the plate. A 3-run blast and some extra insurance. Get all minds in the nation. Smith retired for the first time tonight. Pickens with her second strikeout. Tennessee has scored 6 unanswered. Strike 3 call. Back-to-back strikeouts for Carlin Pickens.
Koffel, someone who does not strike out very.
One bounce to Mueller, and the side is retired. Perfect fifth in the circle for Carlin Pickens. And she settles. And a couple innings away from a clean series sweep. In conference play as Laura Mueller gets plunked on the first pitch of the mirrors. Peyton Gottschall cheering the end of the dugout as Malloy sends one to left for Riley Smith. 1 out. On the ground, Lorsung to second, the turn to first, it's an around the horn double play. Is underway right now. The Aggies with the 1-run lead in the 3rd inning. As the 6th begins with a ground out. Grace Lorsung retired. The priority. Another strikeout for Carlin Pickens. That is her 4th in relief. Trying to provide a 6th inning spark. Rodriguez to her right. Another 1-2-3 inning in the circle for Carlin Pickens.
Is hitting that long ball.
McKenna Gibson on the first pitch of the 6th flies out to center field, 1 away. It was that Malloy 3-run homer that put Tennessee and in search of her 3rd strikeout. Payoff pitch is ball 4. The 8th free pass.
You need to make Tennessee work for it.
That skips away from Hamilton. Free 60 for Riley West, who's in scoring position. Perhaps this is the weekend that restarts some of that offensive consistency. Soft fly ball and caught. Riley Smith showing off the speed. Left field and deep. No getting that one. Home runs in back-to-back nights for Taylor Pannell, who pads the Tennessee lead.
It was right down the pipe, right down the middle. And Pannell, all she had to do was square up with it on that timing, and it was going to go.
Went deep to right last night, pull side pop tonight. And Taylor Pannell having herself quite the weekend. 1-1. Into right field, Blanton towards the line. Final out of the inning. But a couple more across for Tennessee. 4 strikeouts tonight for Carlin Pickens. Her 2-2 pitch. It's tapped weakly back in front of the circle. Pickens lasers to first. 1 out.
Plays. I love it.
Cameron Luckadoo skies the first pitch to center field. Malloy there, 2 out. The SEC runs through Rocky Top. Tennessee wins the SEC regular season crown for the 2nd consecutive season.
First time in school history, and you can see this team starting to put it together at the right time here in the last series of the SEC. So they either are going to outright win it or going to be co-champions, but it's going to be all based down with the Florida Gators and Texas A&M, depending on how they do over this weekend. But Tennessee, bats coming alive. Pitching has always been alive. Gotchel and Pickens just able to work together so well.
Let the celebration begin. The Lady Vols repeat as SEC champions.
This is something that you are never going to forget as a player. You're winning that ring, celebrating with your team, and it is so hard to win the SEC. This is a conference that has 10 out of their 13 teams ranked in the top 25. That is a wild stat.
It's the best conference in college softball, and one that has been run by the Orange and White over the last 2 years. They'll add another year to the banner out in center field. We'll see if it's an outright SEC title or a co-SEC title, depending on what happens